Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Storytime Society. I'm so happy you're here. I'm so glad you're alive. I'm your host Jamie, and this is a mini episode, so it's going to be anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes. We do these on Mondays and Thursdays, and then long episodes Tuesday, Wednesday, Fridays. But today's theme is basically wedding drama slash bridezilla. I don't really know 100% yet. I'm kind of just judging off of the titles of the story. I haven't read the stories yet, so not sure. But wedding drama, I know that for a fact. Okay, so let's just get right into the stories. The title of the first story. The title of the first story is Can You Ask Someone to Lose Weight for Your Wedding? My friend, 33 female, is a personal trainer and just got engaged to another personal trainer. All of their friends were met through the gym they both work at. I have known her size since we were both 5. I'm not a personal trainer. I am US size 10. So I'm not obese, but I'm definitely on the fatter size. I'm very comfortable with who I am, and my doctor is too. Well, tonight she called me with the best news. Her fiance and her are putting together a great workout and meal plan together for me. They figure if I drop about 20 to 30 pounds, the wedding pictures will be more symmetric. She was so happy and excited, like she was doing me a favor. I wasn't even sure what to say, so I just hung up and haven't responded. I'm completely flabbergasted. This isn't a situation where I constantly bitch about my weight and then get mad when someone offers to help. I've never asked for help. I've never mentioned wanting to lose weight. They both just kind of took it upon themselves to help me. Obviously, I'm going to opt out of being her maid of honor. But at this point, I'm not even sure I want to go now. Why would anyone think that this was okay? I honestly have no idea how to discuss this with her, and I feel like it's much more the fiance than her. Bye. See ya. Never again. First of all, once you opt out of being her fiance, the tension will rise. The temperature will rise. It's going to get hot in there, girl. Like, you are not it's not going to be the same because unless she like after that comes out and is honest with you and is like, I'm so sorry, that was my fiance and I should have never said that to you. Maybe she's in an unhealthy relationship, but it seems like she thinks that's a perfectly fine thing to do and she's super excited and wants you to lose weight, which is an insane thing to suggest to someone. And I don't get why people think that. It's crazy how many stories we read on here where people actually want you to change your whole entire body for their wedding. Are you kidding? Like dyeing your hair, losing weight, changing your eye color. I mean, that's just insane and crazy behavior. But we're going to read some relevant comments. Someone said, call her back and tell her you thought about her symmetry issue and have decided you can just be in the center of every picture to make it even. No weight loss needed. And then someone said, she should be to your left and the husband to the right. Douche on both sides is symmetric. What the actual F? No, that's not okay. A real friend would never ask that of you either. And then OOP said, that's why I'm so flabbergasted. I've been best friends with her since I was 5, almost 30 years, and either the fiance is a lot more controlling than I realized, or she's not the friend that I thought she was. So they care about symmetrics more than the friendship. It's all about image. No friend, I decline to participate. That is so callous and inappropriate of them, but you sure sound like a great friend, OP. Okay, we are going to read the update now because there is one update. And it goes as follows. Can you ask someone to lose weight for your wedding? Update. So, wow, that post blew up. I ended up deleting it because my friend lost business over it. She had told a few of her close clients her plan, and when it blew up and ended up on Facebook via different news outlets, they were able to put 2 and 2 together. They decided they didn't want her to be their personal trainer any longer. That was never ever my intention. Although I feel bad, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Anyways, her and I talked in length. She admitted her true motivation was having before my wedding photos and after pictures, her wedding, of a normal mom transformed into a fit mom. She was also planning on having crop top dresses. After 3 pregnancies, my abs are quite separated, and she wanted to help. She realized her motivations were selfish. She knew I would decline, so she had hoped that presented this way, I would do it for her. But yeah, her concern was never my health. She admitted that multiple times. And to address a few things, $2,500 plane tickets were for a family of 5. I've also never hinted at wanting to lose weight. She knows I'm very comfortable with who I am. Also, my doctor is very happy with where I stand. I received many very strange messages and comments telling me my doctor is lying to me. I can assure you, my doctor would make a lot more money telling me I was fat and needed to run extra tests, so he's not going to lie about my health. That's about the exact opposite of what a doctor does. My husband is not a sexist pig for saying he wanted to show me off at a nude beach. He's my biggest supporter. He just meant that I don't need to hide and I'm beautiful the way I am. The fiance wasn't behind this, but he's pissed that I wouldn't just do it for her. He literally said, "Tell her anything over a size 4 is disgusting," in the background when I spoke to her. So good luck with your winner there. After we spoke, I have decided that I'm just going to go to the wedding and not be in the wedding. My family will stay home. She feels terrible, but we've been friends for almost 30 years. I'm also not going to fly out for her showers and bachelorette, which I would have done otherwise. This really put our friendship into perspective for me. She had stepped back a little since she got serious with her fiance, and I didn't realize the extent of it. He has some strong views on hating anyone over a size 4, and I realized she's slowly picked up on these as well. I have no idea what the friendship holds after this, but I still want to be there to cheer her on for their wedding, but I don't have to be immersed in every aspect. Oh, Lord have mercy. Not that everyone over a size 4 is disgusting. Okay, well, have fun for, when you grow old and your metabolism starts to go down and you guys start gaining weight because it's almost inevitable, right? I mean, it's pretty common for people to gain weight as they get older because it's just like a natural thing that happens, and that's going to be disgusting to you. Also, that is just actually so damaging to your partner and to anyone for that matter that is in your life or close to you in any way, shape, or form. You're pushing like such a terrible narrative that is obviously so common and societally normal, but it's just such a big reason that we have such a problem with women and eating disorders, body dysmorphia, like taking things to make you lose weight. I mean, if you look up, no, I'm not even going to say that because that's actually crazy, but there are crazy diets out there and crazy recommendations that are obviously not healthy for anyone to do, and especially women too. I mean, I know that men do struggle with this, but I think it's definitely more prominent in women. But women need, which I'm preaching to the damn choir. Is that the right word? I don't know. I shouldn't be preaching, is really what I'm trying to say, because I struggle with this stuff myself, as you guys know. But I'm logical about it enough to know that I'm like, that what I was doing to my body and how I look at my body is not right. But the way that we need more fat, we need more like muscle, we need more weight. If you're underweight, a lot of the times when you're super, super underweight, that is like really bad for fertility. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. I'm not a doctor, but when I was super underweight and I was in the height of my eating disorder, I didn't have my period for months at a time. Sometimes, like, I'd be so late, but I knew why, because I was overworking, under eating, and it was really bad. But obviously, that in itself makes, like, if I was trying to have a baby at that time, I would most likely not be getting pregnant because of that. And obviously that's terrible. And like runners who run a lot and train for like heavy marathons or like Ironmans, they'll lose their periods for a long significant amount of time, which obviously isn't healthy and almost is, I feel like extreme working out and overworking out is a in itself is an eating disorder, but not eating related, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm sure there's a term for it, but that's just another battle in itself. And yeah, it sucks, but okay. Anyways, some more comments. Oh, wait, never mind. I already read that one. She should have countered with suggesting one of the groomsmen gain 20 to 30 pounds to balance out the photos. Or if the entire wedding party gained weight, she could just pass off all the wedding photos as the before pictures and had a portfolio of 8 to 10 photos. And as an added bonus, she'd look extra skinny because, by comparison, in all of her wedding photos. I'm dead. Ay, ay, ay. That's scary and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Okay. This next story also has an update, and the title is Am I the Asshole for Implying My Friends Are Being Cheap Over My Wedding? Throwaway because I know my friends use Reddit. I, 38 female, am marrying my fiance, 38 male, next year. I'm the last of my friends to get married, and honestly, I'd made my peace with being single and getting a dog before I met my fiance. I am a part of a group of 6 girlfriends who have all known each other since college. We've been through everything together: breakups, holidays, weddings, babies, promotions. When I told them I got engaged, they seemed happy and sent me congratulations messages. But when everyone else got engaged, they threw them parties or went out for dinner to celebrate. They didn't in my case. I gave them nearly a year's notice on my bachelorette party, which I'm keeping low key as I don't want a big thing. We're going out for dinner and drinks at one of my favorite restaurants in our city. However, slowly all of my friends have been dropping out, saying they can't get a babysitter, or they have to work late, or they're on a work trip. I've obviously invited them all to the wedding as well, which again is a small affair, and one has already messaged the group chat saying she's not sure she can get a babysitter for that day. My wedding is months away, and I'm finding it really hard to believe that she knows that far in advance. 2 others have also said they're not going to stay for the reception as they will be tired by then. Here's where I may be the asshole. The straw that broke the camel's back was when I sent the link to the registry. My fiance and I already have a house together, so we're asking for a mostly small thing. Nothing goes beyond $50, and we're delighted with anything that anyone chooses to buy us. They sent a message into the chat saying that they were going to band together to get me an air fryer as a group gift. It costs $40, so I was a bit surprised that they seemed to be chipping in about $8 each. Over the years, I must have spent thousands of dollars on their weddings, 2 of which were in overseas. I have attended dinners and brunches to celebrate their job promotions and bought gifts for their babies, all the while feeling terrible about myself, watching my friends celebrate the happiness I never thought that I would get. I sent a message just to ask for clarification if it was all of them buying it together, and one replied asking if I was calling them cheap, and then there has been dead silence ever since. That really wasn't my intention, but it really feels like because I'm last, they're just over having to do these events, and it's really feeding into my insecurity at getting married so late. But they do have legitimate reasons for these things. They all have lives and kids, and maybe not as much money as when we were a bit younger, and maybe I'm just letting my insecurities get in the way. So, Reddit. Am I the asshole? I mean, Lord have mercy. I don't put up with this kind of stuff. So, I would just not be friends with any of them. If this were truly how my friends were reacting to me getting married and me going on like my bachelorette, especially as something as simple as going to like dinner and drinks or like what? It's not that hard. It's not like we're going on a weekend bachelorette trip in Las Vegas. Like they're already saying that they're not going to be at the reception because they're going to be too tired. How do you know you're going to be too tired? Also, can you not stick it out for your friend? It's one day. I'm just a little bit confused. And like even if you feel that way and you're like, "Oh, I really don't feel like staying for that long, but obviously she's my friend, so I'm going to." You don't say that kind of stuff. Like don't say it. This is supposed to be such an exciting time, but to me it just seems like these friends suck and maybe they just don't like this girl, because if they're doing this with all of their other friends and they're so excited and they're doing everything, they're going above and beyond for all of their other friends but not for you, I don't think you are as much friends with them as you think you are, which is sad to say, but I don't know. Usually with friendships, which I think is why I only have a few friends, but I like don't put up with anything because, and I don't know why actually. It's just in my blood, it's in my bones. Like if someone treats me badly, I have like a switch that immediately flips in my body that makes me not want to be friends with them anymore. And like sometimes I wish I didn't, because then it would definitely like help me keep friends a little bit more. And also people make mistakes obviously, so it's like I can't expect them to be perfect, but Also, sometimes I think it's a good thing because I don't stay in friendships that don't serve me, and I mean that in like a way of not like don't serve me, but I mean that in, I don't know. You guys get it. I think whatever. You guys aren't dumb, but I don't want that to sound like they don't do anything for me or whatever, but like I'm just saying if someone is treating me badly, they're not serving me and they're not serving a purpose in my life other than treating me like shit or being negative in my life and not adding to it, basically taking away from it, then yeah, I just immediately am like, no, and my body just rejects them. So I'm sorry, but that's just what happens. And if this were the case, yeah, it would suck, obviously, because this is your whole group of friends, but that isn't just not worth having those people in their lives in your life. And then maybe, I don't know, maybe if you do that, then they'll come to the realization how shitty they treated you. Okay, some relevant comments. Not the asshole. These people aren't your friends. Find a new friend group. Oh, and they are cheap. Yeah, these people do not like OP. She's just not picking up on it for some reason. And then someone said, OP seems to be what I call the leftover friend. Basically, that one awkward person that has been in your friend group forever but isn't really anybody's friend, aside from maybe the one girl who brought her into the group in the first place. Weddings, baby showers, and birthdays are the perfect time for everyone else to be like Jerry Seinfeld with hands up. I don't want to be around her. I'm 40 years old. Can I just not go to her party? I was willing to consider for a bit that maybe having kids made things different now from when they were all getting married, but buying an air fryer as a group gift, that's cheap, not the asshole. Agreed. The worst part is actually the cheapness. If you're asking for all this understanding and compromise from one friend when being singled out and given zero effort, the least thing anyone can do to make up for it is get the awesome gift as a sorry I didn't make the effort to come. Here's something to make up for it. What they've shown now is that they don't want to make an effort on her at all, and also they don't want to spend money on her at all. I'd send this post in the group chat and then say my goodbyes, including don't bother with the air fryer. I've had more hot air by now than I can handle in a lifetime. Wait, what? I'm dead. Okay. Anyways, we're going to read the update now. Am I the asshole for implying my friends are being cheap over my wedding? Update. Hi, everyone. I didn't think I would have. Sorry, I literally just rebooted. Okay. I didn't think I would have an update to give, but I wanted to repay everyone's kindness. Some people said some really lovely and helpful things. First off, I wanted to clarify a few questions that were asked. I didn't care at all what they bought as a gift. I didn't care if they got us a gift at all. It was never about the air fryer. I really wasn't calling them cheap. I was just clarifying if it was coming from all of them. I also didn't ask if they were getting us a gift. They brought this up themselves. I couldn't put my finger on why it made me feel a bit weird. I think the word I was searching for was disrespect. Someone said an $8 gift is worse than no gift, and I think that's the heart of it. The money issue came up as well. As far as I know, all of my friends are fairly solvent. We all work in the finance field, mostly as accountants. 3 are very senior in their firms, and all their husbands have good jobs. But we never discuss money, and I know kids and the cost of living is high at the moment, so I'd never want to assume anyone's financial status, but everyone seems okay. The other issue was a lot of people asked how often we see each other, and the answer is quite regularly. We made a pact years ago to meet up at least once a month, no matter how crazy life gets, and we've mostly been able to stick to that. The 6 of us usually meet for Sunday brunch. Apart from that, I live in the same neighborhood as 2 of them, so we do dinner occasionally, and parties for their kids, etc., are a must. The last question was my wedding isn't child free and is in our city. I love kids, and my friends' kids are surrogate nieces and nephews to me, and they are all invited. The friend who said she couldn't find childcare said she didn't want to bring her kids because she said weddings are easier without them. Lastly, someone suggested they didn't like my fiance. They've never given me that impression. Everyone seems to get on well enough. They've known him for 2 years and he occasionally goes golfing with some of their husbands. Now on to the update. Reading the comments was like having cold water thrown over me. I've never really considered myself the outsider friend, but a lot of people suggested that I was, and it really threw me, and I got really overwhelmed. I didn't send any message to the group chat, even though lots of commenters gave me really good suggestions about what to write, and I withdrew into myself until my fiance prized it out of me what was wrong. I showed him this post, and he got super quiet and got really, really angry. I've never seen him this angry over anything ever. He asked if I had spoken to them about this, and I said no. He started to call call them in individually and read them to the riot act. He called them $8 assholes and said he would be sending them an itemized list of the thousands of dollars I'd spent on them over the years. He called bullshit on the one who said she couldn't get a babysitter, and she indeed said she was sick of having to go to the same boring wedding over and over. Yours won't be any different. And he lost it at her. I hate the idea of him fighting my battles for me, so I asked him to stop after the third person. I sent a message into the group chat asking if we could all speak as a group, and the three he called sent voice messages saying that my fiance was a psycho and that they wouldn't speak to me anymore. I just felt really tired and defeated, so I sent a message saying that if they didn't want to be friends anymore, that was fine, and to consider their invitations withdrawn to the bachelorette and the wedding. No one has replied, so I guess we're done. I suppose I'm better off, but I don't feel that way. I just feel numb and sad. They've been such a big part of my life for so long, and I really feel the loss, and I'm so sad I won't see their kids grow up anymore. Some of them refer to me as auntie, and it makes me cry thinking that I won't see them grow up. My fiance has apologized for rushing in and for not asking me how I wanted to handle it, and I've accepted. We're good, and I'm looking forward to our life together. I mostly wanted to say thank you to the kind Redditors that showed me the light about this and offered congratulations on our wedding and even offered to buy us a gift. I've never watched Sex in the City, but I'll watch the episode some people mentioned. It seems like I'll relate. I'll delete this post soon. I just want to put this behind me now. I don't know. I don't feel great about the fact that your husband was the one or your fiance was the one calling them and yelling at them. I don't feel good about that. I think that as much as obviously I also get mad for like if someone treats my boyfriend in a bad way or they're shitty to them, yeah, that makes me feel terrible and I want to punch those people in the face. But am I going to call them and yell at them? No, because he's a grown up and he should handle his own battles. And also, I don't think calling someone and yelling at them is the best approach to go about it. Like, I'm not really sure what that's going to do other than just I feel like almost solidify why they wouldn't want to be friends with her and be like, okay, well, bye then. I don't want to be friends with her anyways because you're crazy. And why are you calling me yelling at me on behalf of my friend? I feel like what she needed to do was just speak up for herself. And that's really as simple as that. And just been like, hey, y'all are shitty friends and I don't want to be friends with you anymore. And this is why. And I'm sad about it, but you guys treat me like shit. So let's read some comments. The worst part of this is how coordinated all of the friends in the group were. They've been talking about OOP behind her back for years. And then someone said, the worst part for me was that plus the actual day-to-day intertwinement of their lives. When I was reading through, I thought it was just OOP was already well on the outs, but I hadn't realized. Instead, she's meeting them every month, at least for brunch, and times in between that for other special family-level friendship events. I've had friendships that turned into ghosting, but I take comfort that I saw it coming after reading OOP's story of being literally on the outer while believing she was in the middle of a group of people's lives. Yeah, I don't know why I'm like confused. Someone said, right? Their kids call her auntie? What the F? This isn't some friend they see once a year. She sounds pretty intermingled into their lives for a number of years. Weird. My thoughts exactly. Someone said maybe they used her as a free babysitter. And then someone responded, my thoughts exactly. We can't get a babysitter for that day. I know that even though it's months away because we always use OOP as a free babysitter and she's selfishly busy that day. T. Yeah, I feel bad. I feel bad. That's terrible. But I mean, these people just aren't worth it. They're not worth being friends with, to be honest. If people don't add like positivity to your life and not only that, but they add negativity to your life and you feel like shit because of the way that they treat you. They're supposed to be friends, and that is not the definition of friendship. Like, that is literally having, like, a little ogre on your back, and you don't want that. You don't want that little ogre. Flick that little ogre away because there's no point and having friends like that. So, whatever. I mean, I hope you make new friends. I would just try my best to make new friends and make new memories. Maybe there was like a couple friends in there that actually are good friends. I don't know. I don't know the whole situation, but it seems like if they're all like in on this together, they're all saying clearly, do they have a group chat without you? Because how did they figure out that they wanted to buy this air fryer together? I don't know. It's giving sus. But yeah, I'm so sorry. That's actually terrible and it's a terrible feeling and I'm so sorry. Someone said, God, this drove a knife into my heart. I'm the leftover friend and I recently decided to stop initiating contact and wait for them to contact me. It's been 6 months. It hurts. I'm sorry to OP. I'm sorry as well. And I hope that you find the best of friends. And also, how old are you? You're 38. Oh, that sucks because I'm sure these people have been in your lives for so long and you've known each other since college. Oh, yikes. That's really sad. Because there's nothing better than a friend that's known you for a long time because you guys can always look back on things. Like, I swear to God, that's half of me and my best friend's conversations is just like us either sending stuff from people in our hometown that like things that are happening with their lives or being like, what the hell? Or being like, remember when this happened in seventh grade? You know, like that's literally half of what we talk about. And it's just fun to reminisce on that stuff. And like, no one gets you like your childhood friends, truly. But, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And I really want to hear your thoughts, questions, concerns, comments. Okay. But I do have a lot of links in the bio. We also have a Patreon that I film for once a week. I post once a week, and it's in the link below. Also, the subreddit, the Discord, my vlog channel, my new pop culture podcast with my friend Sam. It's all linked below. So please come join me. I feel like I have so many things, and it's just fun because that is just, I feel like it builds more community by having more things. I don't know. Is that right? Anyways, I love you, and I'll talk to you in the comments. See ya. Bye. Love you. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.